Hey, how you doing? My name is Michael Jenkins. I'm a competitive eater. I'm just gonna get right in this. I got 100 chicken McNuggets from McDonald's. I ordered 100. I don't know if there's 100 in here. I didn't count them all, but I'm going to assume they put the right amounts in here. 10 each. 10 in here. You can count along as I eat them. I'm not going for speed. This is going to be like a Q&A type thing, but it's not live, so y'all can't ask me questions, but I'm going to ask or answer the commonly asked questions that I've gotten over the years. Um, and like I said, at the same time, I'm going to eat these 100 nuggets. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't even know if I can do it. I haven't done a contest or a challenge in almost 2 months. I haven't trained. I haven't done anything. I just eat normal. But hopefully we can. So, anyways, let's just get going in here. Got a lot of sauces here. Forgot to start my timer, but like I said, not really going for speed anyways. We're going to go ahead and start it just to get an idea of where I'm at. Tangy barbecue. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's 10 down. Okay, so tell you a little bit about myself. Like I said, I'm Michael Jenkins. You may have heard of me, you may not. I've been competitive eating for about 10 years now. Um, I'm a good eater, but I'm not a great eater. Um, I put myself in that middle category. There's a lot of people, especially a lot of people coming out these days that are a lot more or have a lot more stomach capacity faster. But I can hold my own. I'm not too bad. But like I said, I've been doing this for about 10 years. I think my first contest was in March of 2010. And that brings me to the first question that I'm commonly asked is, how did you get into this? So, it's March 2010. I'm sitting around Friday reading the newspaper, which we did 10 years ago. The Friday, the entertainment section in the newspaper. So I'm looking through, and I see that this restaurant nearby me is having a cheesesteak eating contest. So I'm reading along and like, oh, this is the second annual cheesesteak eating contest. And it goes and talks about how last year in the contest they had I think they had like 10 people there maybe, or even less than that, I forget what it is. And that a older woman, I forget the age, 50s or 60s, older woman won it by eating like a pound of cheesesteak, which they served them in 12-inch 1 pound cheesesteak. So that was one cheesesteak. And that's what she won. And the prize that they were giving away was I think it was a 32-inch or 40-inch TV, which, you know, at the time, 10 years ago, that's a decent TV. And so I thought, hey, I'm going to do this. You know, if 5 or 10 people are going to show up and all you have to eat is a pound and you win a TV, I'm going to go ahead and try it. So I show up at this, and apparently everybody else read that same article that I did in the newspaper. Zoe, get your little face away from there. Anyways, I guess everybody else read that too because like 45 people showed up. And so they actually split it up into groups of 15. 15, 15, 15. I was in the first group, and they brought you out a 12-inch cheesesteak, which was 1 pound. If you did that, they brought you out like another 6 inches, and then you just continue to eat that. See how much you can eat. I think it was 20 minutes contest, if I remember correctly. Anyways, I ate I think 3.5 pounds, 3.25, or I think it was 3.5 pounds in these 20 minutes. Like, excuse me. Like I said, I was in the first group of 15. So I did win that group with 3.5 pounds, but that was the amount to eat or beat. So the second group came along, and I think the winner of that group ate like just a little bit more, like 3.75 of a pound. And then the third group came along, and the guy ate 4 pounds of cheesesteak in 20 minutes. So he won. I came in third place. I think I got a, I don't know, $50 gift card or something like that. But that was my very first contest. And I was hooked. You go to these contests, 9 times out of 10, the food is delicious. I'm sure I've eaten something in a contest that wasn't so delicious, but most of the time, it's really good. Um, and you win prizes. Who could not like that? So that was 2010, and I probably did a handful of contests, like maybe 4 or 5 that year, 2010. Nothing really great. 2011, probably the same way. I'm just doing local contests that I hear about, word of mouth. And again, I probably did like maybe 5 or 7 contests in 2011, something like that. Sweating like a pig already. Um, I wasn't like a lot of people do these days where they start off doing challenges and they've already got 20 or 30 eating challenges under their belt before they start doing contests. I started doing contests. I love doing contests. To this day, I am still a contest guy. The only reason I do challenges is to pass the time between contests. And something like today, where, you got to keep your stomach a little stretched out. I don't know how much this weighs, but I'm sure it'll stretch my stomach a little bit more than it has been lately. So anyways, I was hooked after that first contest. Did like 5 contests 2010, 2012, did like 5 or 7. I think in 2000 or 2011 I did 5 or 7. I think in 2012 I did my first eating challenge, which was a place that was local here, Big League, Big League Burgers or Big League Eatery or something like that. It's a big burger and some fries, and I did that. That was my first challenge that I did. Then I think I might have done like one more challenge that year, 1 or 2. But challenges were kind of fun. Like I said, I'm a contest guy, so challenges were just to pass the time between contests. 2013, I started actually driving and traveling places to do contests, and you'd win stuff. You'd win some money or free food or a gift card or just free stuff. And I was like, free stuff for eating food. And I'm like, wow, this is incredible. Who would have thought? But 2013, I started picking up more contests. I forget how many I did, but 2013, 2014, I started doing, or actually, I think the end of 2013, like around November, December, I started hitting challenges hard because contests during the winter months kind of slow down. But so I started hitting challenges hard. 2014, I started doing as many contests as I could, many challenges as I could, and what pumpkin? And that's pretty much it. It's a hobby of mine. I'm not hardcore like some people are, where they're doing 2 or 3 challenges a week, or a couple contests a week. This is just a hobby to me and fun. And stay away from their pumpkin. Uh, of course, my goal when I started finding out about competitive eating was like, oh my gosh, There's actually an organization like Major League Baseball. This is Major League Eating. And of course, that's where all the professionals were in. You know, they traveled the country, did contests for lots of money. And one thing I've been asked a lot is, have I ever thought about doing or trying to be in Nathan's hot dog eating contest on the 4th of July? Well, to do that, to be in that contest, you have to be a member of Major League Eating. You have to be a member of them, one of the top 50 ranked, and of course you have to qualify to get in the contest. And since I started doing contests, since the beginning, and found out about competitive eating, I was like, oh my God, I want to be part of Major League Eating. I want to be a member. I want to go to Nathan's in Coney Island and be in the Nathan's hot dog contest on 4th of July. So like I said, about 2014, 2015, I was doing a lot of contests, a lot of challenges. Now, I had been in, up to that point, up to the point, I think it was February or March of 2015, up to that point, I had been in a handful of Major League Eating contests. Not because I was part of Major League Eating, but, you know, I was the local talent, you know, down at the end of the table, you know, just to fill out the field. But the thing was, every Major League contest that I was in, I placed in the money. You know, top 5 or top 6, whatever. And, you know, I mean, I may have just gotten the $100 paycheck from them, but still, I was placing in the money and eating lots of food. So in February or March of 2015, I forget, I was in a birthday cake eating contest down in West Palm Beach. And up against, you know, the famous eaters that you may have heard of, like Matt Stoney, Mickey Sudo. I forget who else was there. Crazy Legs Conti. A couple other names. But I placed 4th in that contest, which I was really happy about. And talking to Major League Eating after that, you know, they're like, you know, hey, we've been following you. You know, we've seen the contests you've done, the challenges you've done. We want you to be part of Major League Eating. And I'm like, oh my God, this has been my goal for the past, you know, 4 or 5 years, is to be in Major League Eating, to be at the same table as Joey Chestnut, Matt Stoney, you know, people like that. And I'm like, oh my God, this has been my goal. And actually, like I said, I had been in a handful of Major League Eating contests, and I had eaten at the same table as Matt Stoney and Joey Chestnut and all of the big names. So I told Major League Eating, you know, yeah, let's talk. Let's talk about this. I want to do this. Well, they sent me the contract. What a lot of people don't know, to become part of Major League Eating, you have to sign a contract. sign a contract exclusively giving away your rights to Major League Eating, or your eating rights. Um, at the time, their rules were a lot more strict than what they are now. I think now they're a little bit more lenient as to what you can and can't do. But back then, it was very strict. You could not participate in a contest that was not sanctioned by Major League Eating. And you couldn't do eating challenges, like restaurant eating challenges. You couldn't do that. And there were some other rules that I just had a problem with. I'm just going to eat these 10 real quick here. Okay. Anyways, so anyways, Major League Eating sent me the contract. I looked it over and everything. Talked to a few friends of mine that had been in Major League Eating, people like John Bello, and just decided that it really wasn't for me. Like I said, I'm a good eater, but I'm not a great eater. There is no way I would ever go to a contest and beat Joey Chestnut or Matt Stoney. So, for me to travel to contest, Major League Eating contest, and to come in fourth or fifth or sixth place and just get, $100 or $200 or whatever it may be, wouldn't be worth the time, and traveling, it just wouldn't be worth it. I was better off. I was better off just sticking to Florida, doing contests here, challenges here, eating with people, making friends, having a good time. So that's what I decided to do, and it was really a hard decision. Because, like I said, since 2010, 2011, my dream had, it's like a little kid wanting to be in Major League Baseball. My dream from 2010, 2011 was to be in Major League Eating. So for me to send them a letter basically saying thank you, but no thank you, was really a hard decision. I just realized that with talking so much, it's taking me a long time to eat these things. And I really don't want it to be a hour-long video or anything like that. I'm going to try to hurry up a little bit. I have 5 more left, so that's 50 left. Don't worry, I'm not going to be like some people and push them out of the frame so you can't see them and it looks like I already ate them. I'm going to keep them in the frame and you'll see me eat all of them. But anyways, I need to get up and stop my camera and start it again because it's been almost 30 minutes and my camera's going to stop at 30 minutes, so I need to start it over again just to show you that I'm not going and throwing up or taking a break and coming back tomorrow, or anything like that. We'll leave the timer going. 24:47 right now. Yeah, like I said, I just gotta get up and stop the camera and start it again. So, give me a second.